Hello, my name is Jason, and this is going to be my first diary video probably to post. But I had a dear friend give me a quote today that I've heard, but it really meant a lot. It was, the enemy of good is perfection. So rather than waiting until this is just right, which wouldn't happen, I just decided I'll make this video. So the gist of it is, I've been an arborist for 16 years studying tree healthcare specifically, and I sold the business, and I am now a truck driver, professional driver over the road, and I'm loving it. But I thought maybe it'd be interesting to share some of my experiences, and though I'm not starting from the very beginning, because that was a few weeks ago, many weeks ago actually. Well, I mean, if we really go from the very beginning, it's been about 3 months. But anyway, I'm going to start anyway, and I will probably go back on some of those times. But today, I just kind of wanted to do an introduction and mention what it's like, at least for the last few days, the way that it's been. Well, we're not going to get into that. So today's topic is going to be about the last few days. I'm in Florida, and Florida is very interesting as far as the smells go. The smells have been very complex, rich, and all over the board. I mean, I've had smells that remind me of childhood karate class. Some not so good smells that remind me of like a DJ booth on a Saturday evening before everyone gets there. Beautiful smells of rain, of moisture, ocean. Just anyway, the smells, I've never experienced so many different types of smells in such a short period of time, or short distance. Okay, so driving new. I've been driving on my own. I did my first solo about 2 weeks ago, and there's something, well, there's a lot of things that are very different than when you have the trainer in the truck. Without them being there, it's a little unnerving at times. It's very different doing things solo versus when your trainer's there to correct you, and even backing in, which I've done pretty well with that from the very beginning of my CDL class. But doing it for real when there's people waiting and it's pretty busy and it's a busy yard is different. It took me more times than ever actually to back up, and it's because it's just different when you're doing it alone and you're doing it for real versus when you're doing it with practice or having your trainer. So that's different. Navigating in high traffic with other drivers, other trucks, that was unnerving. I went to an area where there were hundreds of trucks within a few blocks, and that was for me, it was a bit uncomfortable driving through normal city streets with the trailer, but I made it anyway. That was kind of tough. Oh, this is neat. Estimating my ETA. I pride myself in being able to navigate with a map and compass when hiking, but creating an ETA, I found I've been off a bit because I'm still learning what is appropriate and what's not for expectations of arrival. So on this particular trip, I left Wichita Falls, and I'm in, well, crap, here in Florida. I forgot the exact city. So when I was estimating my time coming from Wichita Falls and then arriving at the first location, which was the truck stop I was going to stay at, well, I did much better than I expected and went right past it, decided to keep on going. So I came up with a second option, and that truck stop was full. I had a backup, luckily. So I drove to a rest stop that was about 40 minutes further down, and it was closed. So luckily I had a few hours left. I made it to a third rest stop, which is awesome. It's the most beautiful that I've seen, and it's here in Florida. That's it looks pretty much brand new. So anyway, creating an ETA that's accurate has proven to be a little bit of a challenge for me at this point, but really this is only my second load that I've done solo. So yeah, ETAs, might want to work on that and not expect that to be very accurate at first. I'm off pretty far, but I've also left a buffer. Like, I don't like to drive to where I'm almost out of hours. I like to leave a little bit of room in there, and I'm glad I did, because it's worked out wonderful on this particular trip. The things that you see along the drive, this has got to be one of the most interesting careers for seeing the country, or maybe one of the best. You see so much. I'll go over that later. That's part of the reason I want to do this channel, is the things that I see. But one of the cool things I saw right here across the street at this truck stop was a helicopter with a guy hanging from the line installing like electrical poles, big electrical poles, the heavy duty aluminum ones, and he was flying around like crazy. I mean, it looked awesome. It looked like so much fun, but I've never seen that before in my life. And there's a lot of things I haven't seen before. Snow plows. I've never seen a real snow plow in person. I've seen more of those in the last few weeks than I ever have, and not necessarily coming to Florida, but with my trainer, we went into Canada and California and a lot of other states. But yeah, saw snow plows, saw skiers. I've never seen skiers before, so a lot of firsts. The mood, my mood. It's been exciting. It's been challenging emotionally sometimes. I've been scared, particularly going solo, but even when I was with my trainer, like, this is a lot of responsibility in a different way. We have responsibility in other areas of life, but to drive a rig that's so large, and knowing that your decisions affect not only yourself, but every vehicle around you. If you're following too close, aren't paying attention, you could run over, smash vehicles of all types. We need to be careful. So I can feel that, and so it's been uncomfortable at times. Parking and truck stops has been a little uncomfortable, because I backed up really well all through school, and I'm pretty good at it. But again, when you start doing it for real, it's different. The pressure's there, so I have to redo it a few times. So I'm getting over some of my stresses, some of my fears with parking, figuring out how to sleep, like when to go to sleep. Make sure you go to sleep, because I wake up early. Like, I like to get up about 4. If I don't do what I need to do to be in bed in time, then it affects me for the rest of the entire next day. Let's see, what else is there? Food. I got a microwave, and I love the microwave. I've never used a microwave like on a regular basis, and I'm using it every day for coffee, rice, all kinds of stuff. Cream of wheat. I love cream of wheat. Been making cream of wheat with it, so it's been wonderful. And maybe I'll do a review on that at some point, because it's been a great microwave so far. See how it keeps doing. So yeah, I guess there's just a whole lot of learning and a lot of fears that come up that have to be overcome, and it feels very rewarding at the end of the day, when the day is over and I actually pull into a spot, turn the engine off. It feels really good. It feels very satisfying. I feel like I've accomplished a lot. It doesn't just happen. Like, having a day go very well, a lot of good decisions were made. So anyway, I'm really enjoying it, pushing myself pretty far, as maybe emotionally and physically. Not necessarily physically, but pardon the shaking. This is really going to be like an early video, and I figure, again, I wanted to start somewhere, and it will give us something to appreciate whenever they're not shaky. The lighting is better and all of that, but it's something. So I wanted to start. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to let this channel kind of go where it does. I have very few true intentions, other than to inspire curiosity, and to follow that. If you're curious about something, to do it. And that's actually what's led me here, partly various reasons, but curiosity is a huge one. Anyway, I will wrap it up with this. Thank you for watching this, and I look forward to making the next video, and I hope y'all like them.